Have you ever wondered, what if you could resurrect someone from the dead? But what if that came at a cost? I am the Watcher. I have seen countless realities, endless possibilities, and in one such world, Peter Parker, the amazing Spider-Man, was given a choice. Spider-Man, already dying of cellular degeneration, apparently perished during a battle with one of his foes. But what actually happened was that Peter survived. His body lay wrapped in a web cocoon hidden under a bridge, while his spirit lay trapped in some mysterious other world. There, Peter's spirit met the spider essence that had originally given him his powers. In this universe, Peter's powers came from a gift of a mysterious spider. The spider spirit offers Peter a choice in return for resurrection from death. He must accept that he is, and will be, both spider as well as man. In the main timeline, Peter accepted the bargain and was resurrected with a brand new body and tricked out new powers. But what if, the Watcher asks, Peter had rejected the bargain? The Watcher shows us a world where that happened and what the consequences were. In this world, Peter rejects the bargain in the most gruesome manner possible. After the spirit, which is manifested in the form of a giant spider, makes its offer, Peter reaches out and rips its head off. The spider's response to its decapitation? "You unbelievable idiot." Peter explains that he doesn't believe he's got any special entitlement to resurrection, and even if he did, he's unwilling to become even more inhuman and the spider spirit's pawn to boot in order to live again. But with no spider spirit to bargain with, Peter remains trapped where he is, spirit and body separately imprisoned. Speaking of prisons, the story cuts to an unnamed holding facility where Mac Venom Gargan is monologuing in his cell.
"They'll never be able to keep us trapped here. Never. Maybe the old McGargan, sure. The guy who called himself the Scorpion, but not anymore."
The symbiotic costume recently chose to bond with Gargan, but now senses that Peter is alone and vulnerable. Ditching Gargan like a bad habit, it escapes from the symbiote-proof cell, kills the guards, and makes its way to the bridge where Peter's body rests in its cocoon. The symbiote infects Peter's body and spirit, and in his vulnerability, it succeeds in taking him over. Now the two entities are fused together into something new. Not Spider-Man, not Venom, but Poison. Breaking free of the cocoon on a dark and stormy night, Poison makes its way to Avengers Tower. Months have passed since Peter's apparent demise, but MJ and May still live there, May having become intimate with Jarvis in the interim. May and MJ are sharing a late-night heart-to-heart when Poison bursts in through the window. While May and MJ stare horrified, Poison monologues.
"A true blessing standing right here in front of you. The kind you pray for in church and you never get. And you just have to figure that God moves in mysterious ways and get used to disappointment. Not this time. This time he answered your prayers, and I'm here to share that blessing."
So MJ is faced with her own bargain, one just like Peter's, a bargain where she may trade enthrallment for a new life. Like Peter, she refuses. "I'd rather die." Poison, unfazed, explains that he can transform her even if she is dead, but he doesn't have the chance to make good on his threat. Enter the new Avengers. Logan and Luke Cage burst in and throw down. Poison proves stronger and faster than Logan, and tough enough to break Luke Cage's unbreakable skin. Before the fight gets really out of hand, Mary Jane interrupts it by accepting Poison's offer. Rather than see the new Avengers get hurt on her behalf, rather than suffer the knowledge that her former lover now haunts New York as some sort of monster, she agrees to go with him, but warns him that her revenge will be to make their new lives together as miserable as she can. Poison ponders this, and then takes off into the night. Maybe he still loves MJ, Or maybe he is stung by her rejection, or maybe he finds her unworthy of his gift. But whatever the reason, he leaves her and goes in search of some other female companionship. And since death is no barrier to fashioning the companion he wants, he returns to his first love. The story ends with a montage of Peter digging up Gwen Stacy's corpse, infecting it with his seed, and watching her rise resurrected from her own web cocoon.